Hi Geminis, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, I'm offering two love special readings. So if you'd like to know more info about that, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram pages. So for this mid-month, I decided to do a love special, a love focus mid-month reading, but of course any other general message that may come forward, I will also deliver it to you. So Gemini, I feel like some of you are kind of here. There's a lot going on within your love life and the area concerning relationships in general. There's a lot of things up in the air. So there's a mixture here of, I'm sensing during this mid-month, of activity, but it comes with a little bit of a messy or nervous energy associated with it. Because I'm also feeling that some Geminis are going through a lot of emotions. There's a lot of strong feelings being kind of displayed within the relationships they are having. So the depth of feeling that is being shown here, or the depth of experience that some of you are undergoing, may be quite unusual for some of you. And for those that are experiencing this thing of maybe finding out about love for the first time in their lives, acknowledging that maybe this is the very first time that they understand love, or that they really have fallen in love with someone. There's some of you that are going through this. They are going through this very first experience, real experience of love. And so with it comes a little bit of a confusion associated with this. And I feel like some Geminis are kind of about to act upon feelings, act upon the acknowledgement of what they carry in their hearts. So for Geminis, they have been, thinking about, declaring their feelings or pushing the relationship to the next level, doing something, a romantic gesture for their partners. I feel like some of you are really ready to embark on the journey of love. Others of you, it's about your partner, or there's this other person, which could be a water sign, because you do have here very strong water energy. So this watery individual may come forward during this mid-month. You may meet someone, and as I said, there may be a very instant, fast, and almost immediate relationship that is formed here. So you could really fall in love during this mid-month, or someone can as well just be very, very interested in you and fall in love with you quite strongly. I do feel that love has a little bit of this wishful energy. So you may get the partner of your dreams. Some of you may get the partner of your dreams. Some of you may get the person you have been wishing for, or someone that embodies a certain ideal that some of you have, as I said, wished for, and so manifested. There's a sense of something being manifested and fast in terms of love. For Geminis, you do have this King of Cups as your advice. So there's a lot of emotional awareness that some of you are about to experience, and a desire to act upon it, a desire to leave love and express feelings in a very active manner. So even if this King of Cups is not you, it may be about someone else kind of displaying those traits to help you become more comfortable as well in opening up your heart, or opening up the real dimension of emotions that some of you have been suppressing. For Geminis that have been suppressing feelings, this is a very interesting thing because you do have here the Eight of Wands as your opportunity. So there is a release. There's like this this kind of this explosion, this release, this liberation of suppressed feelings, and that is actually showing up as being something that can be very positive. It's like some Geminis exploding and creating like this fireworks of love. It's like fireworks. It's like something very beautiful and magical. So, and even for Geminis that are not in love or that will not meet someone during this period of time, I feel like you are believing in love or recovering in a certain way an aspect of your energy that truly believes in the beauty of love and that exists, and that you will find eventually that person that you long for. There's a lot of longings. There's a lot of longings for Gemini here. There's a lot of mysticism as well. And I recall, I believe you had the same card here as the Seven of Cups. Here you have in your challenge position, but for your general February reading, you had it in the soul position. And so you still kind of confused, as I said. There's a lot of things that are foggy to some of you. There are a lot of as well, some of you don't know everything, though. You don't know yet everything about someone. You don't know everything about the relationship some of you are in. It's like you don't know the direction that it's taking, and there may be a lot of some of you may be dealing with partners and relationships, especially for Geminis that are committed, that are responsible, that have this nature that is a little bit deceptive, not with a male intent. I am feeling like some of you have partners that they tend to be escapists, or they just tell a lot of little white lies to avoid confrontation, to avoid the logical aspect, the logical and upfront aspect of communication and argument and explanation. Explaining themselves may be extremely hard. For some Geminis that are dealing with partners that are very very up there, very in la la land, So some of you, love is associated with this feeling. There's a good side of it, and there's the more challenging aspect of this, which is some of you are dealing with enchantment. And there's like this vision of a dream, of something you really wanted to happen in love and relationship that is about to happen, that you're seeing happening, that you're feeling that is happening. And so this can bring an immense experience of satisfaction and, of course, of faith and trust in yourself and in others. This is for Geminis that are more grounded and focused on balance between, their dreams and their visions and their ambition and the reality of what's really happening and what can really happen. Others of you, though, that are more scattered, I feel that some of you are dealing with a lot of fantasy, and so there may come a period of time when you may either realize during this mid-month that your expectations were really high for something, and you may need to adapt those expectations to reality, or you may feel that nobody can, in a certain way, the experiences that you're having, even though they are happening, they can't meet, the ideals you have. So you are very idealistic during this time about love, and dealing as well with very idealistic as well partners and people that may be interested in you. I feel like some Geminis are involved with artists and or people that are into the spiritual world, and that have this very very sensitive nature, very imaginative, very you know, very unique and special. There's something special about partners that are coming in the direction of Geminis. There's something very different about them, and what they may lack, though, is the ability to openly communicate, you know, to verbalize and um, express themselves in ways that you are more comfortable with. So there may be a gap between the way Geminis and their partners are communicating, but in terms of feelings, in terms of the essential foundation of what is binding you together to someone, this may be something extremely profound. So there's deep encounters. I feel like some of you have encounters, you have movement, dates, invitations. You know, you are definitely in a period where there can be a lot of activity in terms of love with this Eight of Wands. Some of you will receive unexpected, you know, messages or phone calls, that some form of communication or invitation that may open doors for things to happen. You know, it's movement forward in your love life. Things that were stalling and stagnant and delayed are now happening for Geminis. I also feel like some of you need to value more your partners. There are other Geminis that are showing up here that are not valuing enough the partners they have, or appreciating, you know, there needs to be a certain awareness or realization of how, you know, special, as I said, and gentle and kind, you know, very compassionate partners some of you may have by your side. You may not be appreciating for some reason some of your partners because of your excessive perfectionism. Some of you, as I said, have very high hopes and expectations for love and relationships that may be a little bit unrealistic, and it may be impossible for a human being to meet those ideals. That's what I wanted to say. So some of you are kind of neglecting what you have because of what you think you could have elsewhere, or if only things would be different. I feel like some of you don't appreciate enough the human aspect of someone, or of relationships in general. When things become, you know, about, you know, the challenges that we all face, the mundane aspect of relationships, you may have some difficulty with this. Some of you may really always be looking for that love, that love highness, right? The highness of love and the ecstasy of experience, and not be very comfortable in the more practical form of it. I feel like some of you are going to enjoy yourselves as well. Others of you are more carefree. You're open to experiences in love. You're open to experiences in dating and getting to know people. I feel like some of you are just full of options, or you may have a lot of you know, people coming at you at the same time, like a lot of people interested in being with you or going out with you, and it may be a sudden thing, like a sudden reversal of circumstances. Others of you are confused if you should or not accept something, or it's like you want to be smart about the choices you make in love. I also feel like some of you have an opportunity to take advantage of something, and you are kind of debating, you know, morally this issue, if you should or shouldn't take advantage of something that someone wants to give to you, or that will try to give to you. I'm not sure what this is about. There's a sense of taking advantage, and it's showing up as you being here, the person considering if you should or shouldn't take advantage of something, which could even be just about you accepting love, accepting gifts of love, of appreciation, of compliments, of gestures. You know, even if you're not I feel like some of you are debating this because you're not sure maybe yet what you want, and so you may be morally questioning if you should do what you are doing. So there's a lot of questions as well about you uh, you moving yourself and your emotions and your experiences in the direction of what you truly want, which is progress, which is a sense of things happening and things being a little bit different from what they have been. But at the same time, I feel like some of you are still very confused. This always ties down to the Seven of Cups, so the confusion is extremely is still very strongly present with you. Um, as I said, just make sure you are putting enough as well attention in love that exists in the small things, in the small moments, in the everyday life, with experiences that are all around you. Make sure you are valuing as well the love, all stages of love actually, because what Geminis are also being shown here is that there's love everywhere, you know? If you only are open to it, if you're only able to recognize the way it circulates with this Eight of Wands, the way it moves, you know, from different forms, from different experiences. I feel like some of you are playing games, or, you know, there's like this little bit of this seduction as well element about your love life. And I feel like there may be a need to, for some of you, you need this, you need games, and you need this kind of, I don't want to say acting on relationships, but just pretending. Sometimes I feel like you want to pretend to be someone you're not, or your partner, or some people that you get involved with, you want to pretend it to be something that you feel you are not. And so it gives you that, you know, adrenaline, that experience of being someone else and being, you know, doing something that in your daily life you would never do. Again, there's a sense of you not finding enough satisfaction in love, in sex, in communication, and fun, in the aspect of your life, that you may be undervaluing it. You may be considering that you're too much of an ordinary person or too much of an ordinary being, and so you need to do certain things that are not about you to get you that same amount of satisfaction. So you may be wearing masks, and so as well sometimes attracting people that are wearing masks as well to you. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.